Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our presentation. So, we are the SU Heroes, and we will like to present to you our project called Social Pilot, where great ideas meet perfect timing. So, just before we begin with the technical stuff and the business related issues, here's an introduction to the team SU Heroes. My name is Praneet Kala. I'm one of the six members of the team, and I am actually surprisingly not from SU. I'm from KTH. But I decided to join this wonderful team to continue participating in hackathons, which I think is like a really brilliant place to network and learn new things. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, our problem is that when it comes to marketing, there's too many platforms to juggle with. So, a lot of social media posts need to go out. There could be delays, duplicates, lost posts, etc. Failures break the brand. So, branding is important when it comes to like small companies, large companies, different teams, even individuals. When things break and don't work, it's not really good for the company. And then, of course, approvals stuck in chats or documents. I think this is one of the biggest disasters. Like if things are pending approval, it can take time to actually get it sorted out. There's also scattered metrics, hard comparisons, and one person dependency can stall campaigns. There are multiple factors and multiple problems, but these are just to name a few. And we would like to tackle these with our solution. So the goal of our project in this hackathon is to have some human approval built in, which makes it quick and efficient. We want to ensure that there's a consistent on-brand content instantly. There's secrets vaulted and rotated, so ensuring that things are kept secret, making sure that your brand is private. Unified metrics per campaign and per post, so getting all the data, statistics, and business insights together. And finally, post schedule reliably with durable timers and metrics. So, what is the solution? The solution we are presenting to you is Social Pilot. It is basically an AI driven orchestrator for multi platform publishing. And why we are doing this? It is so that marketing teams don't waste time on scattered tools, manual approvals, and unreliable schedulers. And how it's done. It is AI creates, human approves, and temporal delivers. Consistent, scalable, and error proof campaigns, basically. So, these are the three most important things when it comes to our solution as Social Pilot. Now, just to jump into a bit of the technical details, as you can see that we have a front end made in Lovable. There's an Express API server which is connected to a database, and then this information goes to the temporal workflows, which then gets fed to the LLM, and finally, social media APIs are used to create or publish the posts. Now you can see that I've highlighted temporal workflows, which is quite important. This is basically the core behind this project is to ensure that there's consistency and reliability within the posts. So if something does fail, temporal kind of like keeps on kicking it and making sure that things go within the system. So it doesn't have to wait for reapproval, or it doesn't like stop this process. So once you are publishing something, it will continue to try and post it and publish it at the right time. So there's no going back and forth, there's no breaking, there's no bugs. It'll get you the metrics, and you can actually see where it fails. So that I think is also quite important. And then just to touch on the business impact, there's three sort of main business impacts that we are trying to address. The one is of course marketing. The other, which I think everyone loves, is costs. And then the third one is teams. So you can see within marketing, there's consistent brand and voice everywhere, smarter data driven optimization. When it comes to costs, if you take a laser focus on this year, there's less manual effort. So things are happening in the background. So you can scale campaigns without scaling headcount. And there's lower cost per lead or acquisition. So if you are pushing out more marketing content, you are creating more leads, which means more sales. Theoretically, that makes sense, and of course it won't work perfectly at start, but you need to learn on the fly, learn with the process. And finally, when it comes to teams, you can focus on strategy and creativity. So a lot of teams have more time, or basically the marketing teams have more time to focus on new things and new strategy, easier collaboration as well, so that's pretty good. And then there's higher morale and faster decisions when it comes to pushing things out, pushing brand, pushing marketing. So without further ado, let's jump into the demonstration. So as you can see, we have a temporal server up and running, and this is our main page. It was quite intuitive. You click a button and you go to our create new campaign dashboard or chat page, and there you basically type in your campaign idea. SU Hero launch new AI tools for student to study. Target audience, you can select what you want it to be, and tone as well. There's also an option for images, but we will create and click on generate posts. If you go to the Temporal server, you can see that the workflow is running and you can track it. So attempt one is currently happening. And as you can see, the input has been given and it's taking some time to run. It seems like it's attempting again, and it's going to keep on attempting until it succeeds, until the results show. So while this is all running in the background, ensuring that your stuff gets done, you can see that the results have been established, and we have created it so that there's a LinkedIn post, an X post, and an Instagram post, and you can choose whether to approve and publish. And we've decided to go with Twitter, and we clicked on it. And as you can see, if we go back to the Temporal server, there's a new workflow that has been pushed out, and this was to publish on Twitter. So if we click on the URL and go open it in a new tab, you can see that it successfully posted our tweet on Twitter. What do you think of that? Automated tasks and with a bit of human approval inside, not having to worry about anything else in the system. So that's been our product and our solution. We hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for voting for us. Be sure to reach out to us for some next steps and demos, and we will be happy to chat and discuss it further. Thank you.